Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've reviewed a lot of these. Too many, probably. But trust me, this one stands out. It caught me off guard. In a good way. Before we get started, there's a special discount if you're interested. The link is in the description and also in the top comment. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer was in need of a small, portable power source for a specific but crucial task, running the engine block heater on an old bus during a winter road trip. Without the heater, the vehicle wouldn't start in the cold, and counting on hotels to have accessible outdoor outlets was a gamble our reviewer wasn't willing to take. They specifically wanted an inverter model, knowing that the cleaner power delivery is safer for various electronics compared to more traditional generators. After weighing their options, this particular unit stood out due to its excellent online feedback and more attractive value compared to a similar model available at a local discount tool store. Upon its arrival, this client did a thorough checkover and after adding the recommended oil was immediately impressed by how lightweight and easy to handle this generator was. Toting it around was no issue at all. When it came to the actual job, the machine performed flawlessly. Though it has only been used for a few hours so far, it reliably powered the 1000-watt block heater every morning of the trip. Our reviewer noted that it was remarkably quiet during operation. They utilized the eco mode setting, which worked perfectly for a simple resistive load like a heater, though they haven't yet had the chance to test it with other types of electrical equipment. This client is looking forward to using this portable power source more, seeing it as an ideal solution for camping, job site needs, or any situation requiring a modest amount of AC power. While long-term durability remains to be seen, the initial performance has been thoroughly impressive.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer has found this particular portable generator to be a significant step up from other similar models on the market, especially considering its value. Our reviewer has extensive experience with these types of power sources, having previously owned several units from other well-known brands. Those past experiences were consistently frustrating, marked by a range of recurring problems. One previous inverter failed completely after a simple fuel adjustment, while other models would just stop working entirely anywhere from 6 months to 2 years into their service life. Another is still waiting on a major ignition repair. A common and particularly annoying issue across all of those previous units was the low-quality recoil starter cord, which would begin to fray almost immediately upon use. On top of the reliability issues, they were all incredibly noisy during operation. In stark contrast, this new power unit has proven to be a breath of fresh air. It starts reliably on the first or second pull every single time, a claim this client can make after dozens of starts. The difference in noise level is also remarkable. It is honestly the quietest portable generator our reviewer has ever used. In its economy mode, it sips fuel, running for about 5 hours on just half a gallon, which is perfect for the current daily task of topping off a battery bank. The starter cord shows no signs of wear, and general servicing seems much more straightforward than with other models. The whole family is satisfied with its performance, and there are plans to install an hour meter to keep up with oil changes precisely. For anyone in need of a dependable backup power source that performs exceptionally well for its cost, this client feels this is absolutely the one to get.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer wanted to share their experience with this generator. The initial setup went smoothly. They used 30W 4-cycle break-in oil and a quarter tank of 89-octane non-ethanol gas. After a few pulls, it started up easily and they switched it to the run position. To break it in, our reviewer ran the generator for an hour with a load between 50% and 75%, then drained and refilled the oil. Thankfully, they didn't find any metal shavings in the drained oil, which is always a good sign. Next, this client connected the generator to a 3.6 kV power bank to see how it performed under load. They started with a 70% charge rate on the power bank, and the generator supplied 1300 watts. Increasing the charge rate to 80% bumped the output to 1500W, and at 90%, it managed 1700W. When our reviewer tried pushing it to a 100% charge rate, the generator overloaded and shut off the load. So it seems the continuous output is capped around 1700W, quite a bit lower than the advertised 2500W or even 2000W. However, even at that level, it will be adequate for their intended use. Finally, this client is planning a somewhat aggressive oil change schedule, switching to a 10W30 synthetic blend at the 10-hour mark, then again at 50 hours and every 100 hours after that. While it might be overkill, oil changes are relatively inexpensive and easy to do, so they felt it was a worthwhile precaution.
And that's a wrap. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've got thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.